Hello and welcome to Bounding into Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounding into Comics. And today I got a story that Disney appears to be gender and race swapping the Lost Boys in their upcoming Peter Pan and Wendy movie. Before we get to that story, I'd like to ask if you could please hit that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you are still subscribed. And then hopefully by the end of this video, I will have earned your like, and you'll give us a like, and that you will then share it with your friends and family. So let's get to this story. Casting updates on IMDb appear to show that the Walt Disney Company will be gender and race swapping a number of the Lost Boys in their upcoming live-action Peter Pan and Wendy film, which is adapted from J.M. Barrie's classic story. This was brought to our attention by fellow YouTuber Lorena Creel, who wrote on Twitter, quote, "I seriously just read on Diz Twitter about Disney looking for a person of color to play Hercules and young girls to replace the Lost Boys in Peter Pan, both live-action films." She added, "Woke Disney is poo." According to IMDb, the twins will be played by Skylar Yates and Kelsey Yates. It also appears that Cubby will revert to his original name from Barrie's story, which is Curly, but the character will be played by actress Florence Bensberg. Along with these gender swaps, there will also be a number of race swaps. The aforementioned twins have been race swapped. Toodles will also be race swapped. He will be played by Kalen Eddy. The other Lost Boys castings include Sebastian Billingsley Rodriguez as Nibs, and Noah Matthews Matofsky as Slightly. If these rumored gender swaps are true, they specifically go against Barrie's original Peter Pan story. When Wendy asks Peter Pan about the Lost Boys, he tells her, quote, "They are children who fall out of their prams when the nurse is looking the other way. If they are not claimed in 7 days, they are sent far away to the Neverland. I'm captain." The conversation would continue with Peter telling Wendy, quote, "Yes, but we are rather lonely. You see, Wendy, we have no female companionship." When Wendy asks, "Are none of the other children girls?" Peter responds, "Oh no, girls, you know, are much too clever to fall out of their prams. Therefore, there would be no girls in The Lost Boys," and it's explained in the original source material, which Disney appears to be radically altering. But it shouldn't come as a surprise that they would make these changes, because these reported changes to The Lost Boys also follows the race swapping of Tinkerbell. Disney officially announced back in March that Tinkerbell would be played by Yara Shahidi. Other members of the cast include Jude Law as Captain Hook, Ever Anderson as Wendy, Alexandra Maloney as Peter Pan, Molly Parker as Mrs. Darling, Alan Tudyk as Mr. Darling, Joshua Pickering as John, Jacoby Jupe as Michael, Alyssa Wapanatik as Tiger Lily, and Jim Gaffigan as Smee. Disney described the film in a press release stating, quote, "Peter Pan and Wendy is the timeless tale of a young girl who, defying her parents' wishes to attend boarding school, travels with her 2 younger brothers to the magical Neverland. There she meets a boy who refuses to grow up, a tiny fairy, and an evil pirate captain, and they soon find themselves on a thrilling and dangerous adventure far, far away from their family and the comforts of home." The film began principal photography with director David Lowery and producer Jim Whittaker in March, and is expected to premiere on Disney Plus sometime in 2022. So I'd like to know what you think. What do you make of these gender and race swaps? And are you really surprised that Disney would do this, given that they literally have critical race theory training for their employees, and they had already race swapped Tinkerbell for this film? Let me know what you think. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding into Comics.